Hello, my name is Doan Ngoc Khanh. I'm 22 years old. I graduated from Tokyo International University in Japan in major in business economics. I was born and raised in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. There are 5 members in my family. I'm the oldest child and I have a younger brother and a younger sister. I'm always a happy child and I love Ho Chi Minh City so much. The liveliness of the city makes me feel awake every time I come home, and my interests are reading books, listening to news, listening to music, dancing, and talking with people. And my hobbies are reason why I want to do an internship abroad because I love to work in an international environment where I can learn from different people from different country. I want to know about people's mindsets, how people in different country interact and work together. And I believe that such environment would bring a lot of freshness and a lot of ideas as well as different perspective. And I believe that working in such environment would bring a lot of freshness and different thoughts as well as changing my perspective on global issues. Okay, so why Indonesia? First, because back in my university, I studied together and worked together with a lot of Indonesian. I make friends with them and I talked with them on a lot of issues around the world. And I think that while Indonesia, besides being the best developed country in Southeast Asia and the best hub for digital marketing, Indonesia has a lot of interesting thoughts and I want to learn more about this country. So what Rukita is doing is we're offering service for young people at hassle-free style with a lot of help and support. I love this business model and I used to work as an internship for the same model company. So I thought and I believe that I can contribute a lot to the growth of Rukita. If I have to choose 3 words that could tell my unique selling point, I would choose strong-willed, growth-oriented, and responsible. I also have the ability to work with people in teams and on myself. I'm a dependable person. I can work on my own tasks and help others to complete their works also. I'm supportive to others in many ways and could share a lot of things in commons and be sympathetic to people to get them to open their minds and talk about issues that they are having that they don't usually can tell everyone else. I'm also open to hearing feedbacks from other people and take that to improve myself as well as my working style to fit in the culture. Since my childhood, I have always believed in the power of communications between people and people. With good communication, I believe that we could achieve everything that we want to. For example, if a business wants to grow, it has to be a lot of teamwork and communication between different teams and different units to come up with the best solutions. So since I was a child, I find myself fascinated with the advertising on the TV. I love the message as well as how the brands approach the consumers and tell their story and get the consumers to buy their products, as well as hearing the songs and their advertising as something they would listen to every day, like their favorite song or their favorite thing, coming to their advertising as their favorite songs or their childhood best memory. So through my different internships in Tokyo and in Vietnam, I have been familiar with digital marketing as well as social marketing. For example, I'm familiar with planning the content for different kind of social media channels, as well as measure the results of the campaigns, do some A/B testing, and also manage the inbound marketing with different events marketing strategy using MailChimp to send personalized invitation as well as newsletters to the consumer. What I want to learn from this internship is to integrate such a overall marketing plan and execute its different plans on using social medias or brand activation events or email to bring the best result to our brand. And I want to break through the boundaries to learn more from Indonesian cultures as well as people, and to adapt the marketing landscape in Indonesia and find out more insights about the consumers as well as the trends now. What I like about life is that it is unexpected. It's like you're saying life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you get until you open it. So I believe in the spirit as well as the values of getting on different adventures, meeting people, and working together to create some difference, something special, contribute to the development of the society overall. So there was a time when I and my friends we formed a team of 3 people to enter a case competition called L'Oreal Brainstorm to offer a new solution, a new beauty experience to a health conscious consumers. And what is difficult about it is that we are all marketing based students. We actually don't have a lot of knowledge in beauty sections. So what we do was that we divide our workload and research a lot about the beauty industry, what the consumers like, the insights of the industry overall, what health consumers are concerning about in the meantime, and what kind of issues are they having. So we spend 2 weeks doing proper research, doing surveys, and ask a lot of questions, as well as have some advice from our mentors. So what we achieved after 2 weeks was that we discovered a lot of insights, and we can find a topic so that we can focus to build a solution on that and offer our best project for that competition. And because of our hard working efforts and our teamwork spirits, we won the 3rd prize in that competition. So actually I spent 4 years living and working abroad in Japan, which to me was a bless. There were so many difficulties and challenges that I had to face. First of all, that would be the language barrier. Because at first I didn't know any Japanese at all, and the Japanese people don't speak English. So I decided that I have to give my best shot and try to learn Japanese as much as possible to communicate with the local. I took the intensive Japanese language course in my school, and I try to balance between Japanese studying and other main subjects in my major, such as business and economics. And in the result, what I achieved was a GPA of 3.6 and a language certificate of N2, which was decent enough for me to land a job in a full-time job in a very traditional company of the Japanese people. And also to accelerate my learning progress, I have done a part-time job as a cashier in a Japanese restaurant. I worked together with the Japanese people, did some customer service, and pushed myself to speak Japanese all the time. And what I achieved was that I was able to understand the Japanese culture as well as learned some Japanese manner, working business manner, and understand the insights of the consumer. The second challenge that I had to face was to communicate and work together on projects with people that comes from a lot of different countries. The most difficult thing about working with so many people was to able to understand what they want to say or what their idea was or what they want to achieve through this project. We had a lot of conflict and discussion, but through that we have come to understand more about each other and came up with the best solution. Another challenge that I had to face was to brush up on my English skill and my major knowledge. So I entered a competition, a case competition called Laurel Brainstorm, together with two more friends. We formed a team and give our best solution to create a beauty experience for health conscious consumers. I also participate in the debate club of my school and promote the activities of the club through social media channels such as Facebook and website. I have gained a lot of experience doing the marketing for the club as well as expanding my network. If I am accepted to the internship opportunities in my country and the one in Indonesia, I will accept the one in Indonesia first and focus on doing the internship for Rukita.